Hello and welcome back to the Star of My Stories. My name is Hildy. I am the host of this channel, and I hope that you are finding yourself in the best possible position that you could be in, which is always in the hands of God, best place that you could be in. And so as you can tell by the title, that is what I'm going to be speaking about this evening or this morning in some cases. And this story starts out with a dream. And the dream that I was having, I felt as though I was sensing death. I felt death so much that I thought while I was having this dream, that I was the one that was dying. And so while I was in my sleep, I was praying for the spirit of death to pass over me, much like Passover. And that is what I was praying. And anyway, when I had, in this dream, what I saw in just like a quick flash was this stool chair in the middle of a platform or a stage. And on this, on this footstool was a piece of cloth or towel, white towel or white cloth that had blood on it. And it also had a piece of like flesh on it. And then quickly it was gone. And then I woke up and I felt in mourning. I was actually, as funny as it may sound, I was surprised that I was alive, because I really thought that I had died. And so anyway, as I was trying to get myself acclimated and trying to get myself to be still and calm, I began to keep praying, and because I didn't know what this was about. So I prayed for myself, and then I prayed for if it was going to be for somebody else. I figured that if there was just one stool on this stage with this blood on it and whatever type of flesh it was on this cloth, that I prayed for whomever that person was going to be. And so anyway, as I just kind of sat there trying to get myself situated to make myself feel better, then finally when I calmed down, I went on to my Yahoo account, which I check every day. It's my business account. And so when I checked on it, I saw that underneath my, right as I was getting ready to get into my account, I saw on I believe it's Yahoo News or something, I saw in a quick title that it said that Charlie Kirk had been shot. Well, then I turned on the TV, and I wanted to see if this was true, so I turned it on to a channel, and there on, I decided to go with Fox News, because there's not very many channels, not very many news channels that I trust. And so you kind of have to take the lesser of the greater evils, I guess. So I went ahead and I was watching it, and they were talking about how he was in critical condition at this point. And so anyway, once I heard that, I went into my prayer room, and I got on my knees and I began to pray for him. And now knowing who this was, I began to pray for his family, for his wife, for his children, and to pray for anybody that had been there at this horrific event, that was traumatized by it. I was praying for them too. And then it wasn't too much longer after that he was pronounced deceased, that he had passed away. And then suddenly, as I kept watching, different clips on YouTube and on Fox News, and mostly on YouTube is where I watched these clips of the actual shooting, I was horrified by it. But once I saw him sitting on this stool chair, and then I saw that, everything that was taking place and where he had been shot at in his neck, then instantly I knew that dream that I had had, once he was pronounced dead, and I saw these horrific event taking place on YouTube, I realized at that point that that's what that dream was about. It was about him. And so anyway, I put all of that together, and I realized, okay, once again, that is him. And so I began to look for confirmations, and the Lord led me to Romans 12:12, which oddly enough, leading up to the dream that I had had and the horrific event that I had had, or the horrific event that I had witnessed, I had been seeing the number 1212 like clockwork leading up to that. And what he led me to was Romans 12:12, which speaks about we are to be hopeful, we are to be patient in affliction, and we are to be in consistent prayer. And so the combination of seeing, having the dream, of seeing 1212, of witnessing the horrific event on YouTube, I knew that was all confirmation saying, this is, I guess, what I'm telling you is that these were the confirmations that makes it to where I can form this story and share this experience with you guys. And I hope that what you can take away from it, once again, like the shooting in Minnesota that I had spoken about last night, and then also the natural disaster in Kerrville, Texas. What I'm hoping that everyone will take away from it is that to be in consistent prayer when you see and you hear of these things, because prayer is important. And maybe it did not save Charlie Kirk, but those prayers affected his family and the world. Because as you probably know, it's kind of hard to not see it. It's all over the place. There are marches for Charlie Kirk. There are vigils for him and so forth, rightfully so. And so anyway, I just decided that I wanted to share that with all of you guys to let you know that we seers and prophets are out here. We do see in part, and that when we do see these things, we are out here praying for this situation at hand. And so with that, I thank you for your time. I bid you a good night, and I also bid you farewell. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take care now. Bye-bye.